Yo, yo, yo. Good evening, good evening. Sorry we were locked out the building. Couldn't get to you in time enough. And so if you're gone by now, we appreciate you for your time that you had, but it's good to be back in the building for everything that we got going on. That's for the corona.
Don't mess with that. Is my mic on?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. I barely hear me. All right, go ahead.
But yeah, I'm Don Troy, Detroit Hunter. Glad to be back in the building. It's been a while. Been under the weather myself, not for those reasons exactly, particularly, but we know how things are going these days, so you better not cough. But anyway, on this given night, before we introduce the subject, my man Charles Handy, who's been holding it down for me in the building, what's good?
Yo, hey, what up, man? It's a crazy time in the world right now, but you know we gonna keep it going, man. That's all I can say. Is we gonna keep this thing going, and yeah, we blessed. We definitely blessed, man.
So I hope everybody's quarantine and chill has been going well. If you have the wrong mate, I'm pretty sure you definitely will find out now. If your kids are really bad at school, I'm pretty sure you found that out by now too, as well. If you are self-soother, I'm pretty sure you found that out now as well. If you get annoyed with people, there's a lot of things we are finding out about these people in your life currently on your everyday basis. And if you weren't a people person or a person that got outdoors, I'm pretty sure you are definitely implementing that in your life. Dan Sussel, how's it been for you?
What up, man? What up, Romania? Look, my homie out here from Romania. What's you doing over here? What's his name? Anton. What up? So, yeah, so I would say this is like a crazy time in the world. We was talking outside. We was locked out, you know what I'm saying? And we basically just kind of, like, I just really kind of started realizing just how the world is. Like, right now, we're on this spinning ball we call the planet Earth, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know, we got people got money, some people don't have money. That's Una, and then I think it don't go all the way through, right?
No.
Yeah. Oh man. Is it gonna work? Let's see if we can. I think Una's picking up. Hold on, man. We got Romania, little hippie.
Yo.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
We hear you just fine. How are you?
Hey, what up, Romania? I got a caller on the line, so I gotta pick up. Y'all can't hear it, but if y'all go on the Good News Radio app, then y'all will be able to hear all what's going on. So what's going on right now? We on the look at this thing. It's the Good News Radio. So go on the app, and that's how you're gonna be able to chime in on this conversation. So right now, we're just chopping it up. We got Una on the line, Danielle in the building. What up? You know, Young Cheese. So I'm talking to shout out to my live folks. Una, could you go live with me so I could be lit? No, but so look, we are currently basically just talking about what are people doing during this time. It's like the good thing is as humans, we're all in this thing together. You know, we've always been in this thing together, but it's very apparent that the world is in this thing together, and money is a big thing in the world. But at a time like this, we realize that money really doesn't have any value. Health is wealth. You know what I'm saying? Health is wealth, and it's really always been like that. But yeah, so we were asking people what they doing during this quarantine and chill, and also shout out to anybody that's a doctor, lawyer, a doctor, a teacher, you know, or a scientist, because those are the people that's gonna save the planet. All these superhero movies we got, these doggone superheroes are the doggone scientists is gonna figure how to fix this whole situation. So Una, who are you, or let's say not say who, because she don't be saying no names. No.
a minute. Oh my god.
Yeah. Are you going to? Have you been going to Sage lately?
I've been trying to be like as safe as possible. I just like I'm so paranoid. Literally like
Yeah.
going to CVS, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I need my gloves, I need this, I need that. Like I've been the most paranoid ever because
Yeah.
I've seen people like be super cautious and still, get it. Like so it's I've just been trying to be like super good and cautious.
And so during this time, you know that was crazy. What's crazy, and I don't know if we had gave you our proper introduction to Una, but Una's a really dope model. You can follow her page. It's Numera Una. Are you live? So I'm gonna look at your live because I'm going out for my live. I'm gonna go to your live. But anyways, Numera Una is like a dope model, and she does skits and acting stuff as well. And basically, she's in the LA area, and like us all, we're quarantined. We're trying to figure this whole thing out right now. And so during this time, what are you noticing? Like, what are you kind of like? What are you being present to?
I mean, for me personally, like I'm just like there's so much negative, news coming at us. I feel from all areas. And I'm just like trying to like pay attention to the positive stuff more than ever, right? Like the fact that it's like as long as your immune system is strong, like you are safer. If you're not older, you're safer. Like I'm trying to give a lot of my energy to the positive things, like as hard as it is, because I'm pressing you by the way. As hard as it is, because it's like there's so much negativity. Like you turn on the news, you turn on like the Instagram, what it is.
Hey.
Supposed to be there.
I know. Hey, the studio. Look, it's an empty studio. Like.
Yeah, wait, that's the one I went to, right?
Huh? Yeah. You've been to this studio.
Okay. I love it. Yeah, so I just think it's like, it's hard as it is, we have to like pay attention to
turn down your volume, because I think it's gonna give you an echo. Because all right. Oh, you need because one just basically you can use one use the studio, the one that you called in with, the audio from that one. All right. Or actually no, actually do the lot. You could just talk from your or mute the Skype call. Mute that call, so it won't echo. Did it mute? Is it gone? Man. Yeah. Yeah, we working it out. We gonna get Una. We gonna get Una back on the line, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a crazy time, but I felt like, I'm trying to keep everything all kosher. Look, this is my little spray. I'm spraying everything down. I Cloroxed everything down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got my gloves when I need to touch something. I got my mask. When I need to go out and if I do have to get in contact with somebody. But yeah, it's just like, it is like a lot of people that like yourself that's been always used to going out to events and being productive and networking and doing things like that. Like, are you, they say that we're kind of experiencing like a little bit of a depression, like mentally and stuff. Like, how is your mental health going? Yeah.
Parties and events, that's totally out of the picture. So for me, I've just been trying to like
Oh, one second. We got to get you back on the line so people can hear you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. The number is 323-900-0478. It's on the Good News Radio. Look. Hey. Hold up. This dude's talking about there's a fans only page. No, I said one of your comments. They said you mean your fan only page?
I was gonna read the comments. I haven't even been doing that at all. So I'm gonna check them out. Hey V, you know V Brown, right? She works with. She's on live. She said vitamins to stay healthy. 1,000% agree. I just think that's what it is. Like, it sucks everything that's going on, but as long as you do as much as possible of a good job of like protecting your immune system, do your vitamins more than ever, your herbs. I've always been really big into herbs, but like now I'm like every morning my sea moss, my collagen.
Oh, you got sea moss? That's lit.
And I will show you. I have like the organic, the most organic one you can get. Like, it's absolutely disgusting, but hey, it works. You know,
Yeah.
like that's all that matters. So I just think like people really have to now more than ever protect themselves. You know, like protect themselves with you know making sure. Sorry, someone is not.
Yeah, Detroit is out. He says he don't feel good about being here. Are you out? Detroit, man.
I mean, I have time constraints anyway, but we were late.
Yeah, we started a little late, so Detroit been sitting here. Hold on, here go Detroit. Say what up.
Hi, Una.
Hi, how are you? You guys are still working together. I love it. You guys haven't had me back for like. When's the last time I was there? Like,
You know, I was starting to think it was personal. I thought it was us. It was never you. It was.
Yeah, I feel a little disrespected. I mean, I thought we had a good friendship.
We do. Una, I fell in love when I met you. How could we have not?
You're numero una.
See, you've always been number one in our hearts. You knew where we were. You're supposed to pop up like the loving friend you are. You always got the key. Well, we don't, but.
Quarantine time, when there's social distancing, to invite me on a show, like, I mean, wow.
Look, I leave that to the contact man.
I'm the booker.
Yeah,
Huh? I'm
you
the
know what I'm
booker. I'm the booker of the show.
He dealt with you like that personally. I've been begging, asking for you. Where's Una?
Oh,
Where's my number one?
Now. Look,
Well,
he put
I'm
actually
sorry.
he had an
I'm
extra
sorry.
on it.
I said where my number one at, and maybe he didn't register that as to you. But we miss you. How you been though? What's new with you aside from your chill?
Again, just really trying to like stay productive as much as I can. Like it's hard, but now especially I'm sure you guys seen that our lovely president is issuing a whole nother month on freaking staying home. Like, you know, that drove me crazy. But I had to like just sit and talk to myself like, well, I have to be home for another month. So what the heck do I do? Like, so I just think now more than ever you kind of have to force yourself to just figure it out, or you're gonna go crazy. Like,
All right, so tell me this. There's right now they're saying that divorce rates are spiking. You know, a lot of people are just basically kind of sick of their mate, or probably haven't never had to spend this much time enclosed with their mate. So, like, why do you think that is? Why do you think divorce rates are spiking?
I think now, like, you are forced to spend time with, whether it's your husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend. Like, now is the time. Like, this is a couple time, right? And there's no excuse. So it's like you're not working, you're not doing anything. You have to be here, or you know what is it? And I feel it's forced. It's forced more than ever, and it gives like that tension to each other. Where now, like, people have started hating each other. I have said me and my girlfriend, so like, oh my god, I'm so sick of him. Like, I've been back to back with him. I'm tired of him. Like, so I think a healthy space should happen, like where we're together, but at
Who's
I think
Pierce?
so.
They say Pierce is here. Una, look at your comments. I don't know who that is.
Oh, Percy's here. Look at your comments.
Who is it? You don't know them.
Percy, Big Percy, you know him.
Oh yeah.
Big Percy, you know him?
Oh no, I don't. No. I'm just.
What do you mean? What do you mean he's here?
No. That's what. They were just saying to read your comments. I don't know. People just commenting like a mile a minute, and
Yeah,
I'm trying to keep up with what they're talking about. But if somebody say a name, I'm like, maybe you might recognize it. But all right. So tell me, what's your challenges? All right. So right now, are you currently dating? Are you currently in a relationship?
I'm seeing someone.
So how has that affected
Cheating
your
on me, huh?
Yeah,
Already.
like so you're seeing someone, but like, are y'all like y'all seeing each other? But how often are you like? How has the quarantine affected this whole that dynamic?
I think it's been like, we've just had to figure it out. Like,
What are you doing to figure it out? Like, what are you doing? Like, we gotta hear the steps.
Are you trying to get into her sex life?
Well, no, not the steps. Not what I'm saying is all right.
I think he's trying to get into your
maybe
virtual
y'all
sex
saw
life.
each other 10 times a week. Now you see each other 2 times, and he brings over takeout or you cook. I don't know what's going on. What is happening?
okay, well, first thing, that's not always the case. So maybe I'm not seeing someone that lives next door, So, I mean, I just think it depends, like, where you are in your relationship or marriage, whatever you have going on. Like, for me, like, say if I'm dating someone, say if I'm seeing someone, I think a healthy balance is really important. I've always felt that way. Like, if I'm, oh my God, it sounds so creepy. Is it just me?
Yeah, I heard it.
I'm gonna mute the other one, but I don't know. Percy said she's dating herself. That too. I think it's so important to date yourself. By the way, I think it's the most important thing you can do. But yeah, what I was saying is, I think a healthy balance needs to happen in dating. Like, you need to, okay, cool. If we're getting to know each other, this is our time period, like, together, and then like we have our literally dating ourselves time period. So I think that's like crucial in anything, even in a relationship. Well, you're married, so maybe you would know, like, hands-on. Sounded like it.
Yeah, that sounds better. But it's feedback. All right, I'm about to jump off. I'm gonna jump off your live. That might help.
Tracy, I'm reading your comments. You are freaking hilarious.
It's
Can you
so
hear me now, you guys?
yeah. I can hear you.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, I mean, what I was saying is, like, maybe you being married, like, hands-on, like, do you feel it's important to, like, give your partner just space at times, like, even at the point that you are?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that what they were saying as far as like that what's happening is like when somebody says they might need space, immediately a lot of times people feel like it's definitely sounds like something bad, or it could sound something like something bad. So people kind of might take it like, well, why do you need space? And so yeah, I mean, fortunately, like, I've been doing things, and my wife works, I work, so we've been fortunate in the way that we've been able to work from home. So that's been the blessing in it all. But essentially, yeah, like if you're with somebody and you're like just in like a studio apartment or a 1-bedroom or even a 2-bedroom, and you just want to be on the couch and just have like an hour or 2 hours to yourself to read a book, or and then you might have kids. So when you have kids, it's like kids don't really want you. People are me and my family. I'm like I'm the man of the house. I'm the I'm the dad. So wherever I go, if I'm in the backyard, if I'm in the garage, if I'm in the living room, if I'm in my bedroom, like people just they're gonna gravitate to that area in the house. If I'm in the kitchen, I'm like, just like the what's the name, Friday. Like if every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. That's how I be feeling. Seriously, that's how I feel. And so then I'm like, I mean, I just got used to it. But yes, it would yeah. If you could just tell your partner, hey, I'm gonna be on the couch and I'm gonna watch this show. I want to watch it by myself. Could you just give me that time? I don't think people would I don't know how your partner might react to that. You know what I'm saying? It could start an argument, But even though if you guys had that type of relationship, it would be dope for that person to just be like, you know what? You're right. Like, all right, I'm gonna just be in the room. I'm gonna just chill, and I'll see you when I see you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that could go a long way, especially when you're in close quarters like we are right now.
1,000%. So, and I totally agree with you. I feel like being so blunt and so transparent and just saying like, hey, I'm going to be on the couch watching this, show. I kind of don't want you to watch it with me. I just want to watch it by myself. Like, that sounds so like, I don't know the word, but like, I think it's healthy. I think stuff like that is totally like healthy to have your personal space, especially during this time. And then go back to, spending quality time with whoever you're with. So do you find yourself like telling that to your wife? Like, do you do it, or do you kind of?
I can't see myself saying that. I mean, I will say I'm going to the back, fortunately, I have fortunately I have a garage, and so, I got a man cave, so I was able to kind of hook that up, and so I'm able to kind of just do my thing at certain times. But now my son is like my sidekick, so if I'm doing something, he's doing it. Where are we going? We going to the back? We going to the front? We going to the we going to the bathroom? Like, he's the sidekick, which is like, it's the blessing. At the end of the day, this whole corona, this whole time, this whole thing has really kind of showed us like we probably do need to connect more, especially to the people that we're close with. But it's hard for me to say. I feel like because we have these little breaks between us working, it's helping us out to just kind of be like, she'll say like, oh, I'm gonna watch the show and fold clothes in the room or something, and then it'd be something I don't even want to watch anyway. So then I'm like, I'm gonna go to the back, or so it's like maybe we don't say it like directly, but you know what I'm saying? It's basically like, all right, you gonna do you, I'm gonna do me. We'll see each other in a second. You know what I'm saying? Basically, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of those times where people who can work, people who can do things that are able to be productive and have stuff going on that's taking up their time. Something I did today, surprisingly, I accomplished. I want to give myself a pat on the back. Is I built this book, like a little drawer, a dresser drawer from IKEA, and I built that joint. It's been in my garage for like freaking 5 years almost, and today I just spent the day building this thing.
5 years.
Yeah, it's been in there. I mean, but hey, you know what? It's better, it got done. But it's a crazy time.
So did that teach you something, that it could be done like way quicker than?
Well, no, IKEA always be kicking my ass. It takes me a whole day to do anything with IKEA. I'm not like that type of person, but it felt very satisfying. It always feels satisfying to do it, because the thing is, you have to do everything right, or else you're gonna backtrack and do steps again and all this stuff. But so IKEA's cool if you got time, but when you, especially how the world was as they say, BC, before Corona, the world before Corona, you sitting here putting the IKEA thing together, and you like, I got 10 other things I need to be doing. I need to be going here. I need to be going there. I need to be driving. You know, so you sitting there like, why am I putting together this stupid thing when I could have just paid more money and then had it put together already? You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, oh shoot, I guess I do have a little bit of time to put a desk to, you know, a little desk together or whatever, you know. So it's a trip.
Sure. That's like excuses, right? Because it's like you're gonna feel guilty on yourself, like, dang, I had all this time and I didn't do anything.
Yeah. So do you have any FOMO? Are you experiencing any FOMO?
What does that mean?
Fear of missing out. So obviously it's not much to miss out on, but a lot of times we get in this world or in this industry especially, every night, as you well know, there's always something. There's literally always something. And we've gone from being in the industry, being in a world, in a part of LA, that there's always something going on every single day, to now there's literally nothing except these live videos that people are getting entertained by. And so it's like, do you sit around and have a fear of like, are you doing the right things? Are you doing are you missing out on being productive? Are you missing out on the fun? Are you missing out on anything that's going on in life? Do you have any kind of feelings towards that?
Just like you said, I feel like in a weird way, like the world has stopped, right? It's like there's only so much that you can do. And for a second, like even with all these like TikToks and stuff going on, like I felt like, oh my God, should I, I'm an influencer, I'm a model, but I'm also a content creator. So it's like, should I also take a part of, is it my job almost to like also take a part of all these things going on?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no, I should only do what I feel like I would naturally do anyway, not force myself to do things because we are now in this quarantine and like I have to, this and that. So
you're not doing the latest dance TikToks?
Huh?
I say you're not doing all the latest TikTok dances.
I'm trying to, like, first of all, it's complicated. Okay, like who thinks TikTok is complicated? Raise a hand, because I'm pretty smart. Like I went to college and I just the TikTok, it confuses me. The editing confuses me. Maybe I just like need instructions on it. I don't freaking know. It's confusing. And yeah, that's just how I feel about it. But aside from that, just like with everything going on, I've just been I want to come out of quarantine or whatever it is, like a better version of myself, right? Because I've had time to be home. I've had time, like I've cleaned up, I've done as much as I could as far as that. And I think during this time, because we're like forced to be home, like our mental health is crucial. So I've always, I think we spoke about this before, I've always like meditated and like done my affirmations and all of that. But I think now it's so crucial that your home is like it's like your sacred space, right? Like with all the negativity in the world, we should like cleanse more, sage more, affirm what we want for the day. Like still know that every morning is a new chance to do whatever you may want to do, right? Not just like, okay, we have to sit home for another month, let's just lay down and do nothing. So I think just staying productive has been kind of my thing as much as I can. Again, I just like started a new online business, so that was big for me. Like I've never thought I would do that.
What's the name of that business? What's the business?
So it's I'll post more about it too. It's like I'm so new with it. It's been about a week, but it's pretty much skincare. It's all vegan, all natural skincare products, hair care products, and stuff like that. I mean, I wanted to do stuff that is going to, like, I do that anyway. I buy those products anyway, with or without the business, right? Yeah. So when I had the time to sit home and do nothing, it was just like, let me, V Brown just on my life said it perfectly. It was like, plan and strategize. Okay, how can you make money from home? How can you make money? How can you come out of this quarantine better? you know, you can work out great, but what about mentally? You can meditate, you can figure out different ways to make money. Like you can, we're so unlimited. And now it's like, I feel the universe is forcing us, like, no, figure out, you know, what you want to do in this time, because you can't do parties. You can't, you know, you can't do things you would typically do. So yeah, I just think it's about staying as productive as you possibly can during this time.
Yeah. Today I got this affirmation, but it says it's like a 5-minute daily meditations, and it's by this dude named Saad DeSimone. But he says on March 29th, today's affirmation is purpose affirmation. Today I feel clarity and purpose about who I am and what I'm doing. That's his affirmation.
I love that. I love that. So please send me the name of the book. Yeah. And I love what you said. Like, my favorite word, and people who truly know me know this, is clarity.
Oh, wow. Hey,
clarity. Today, like, do you get anything to you?
Huh? Say it again?
I said, do you get what he's saying in that? Like
yeah.
Clarity. How crucial it is for your mental state.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a time to get clear, and this is definitely a time where we need to like really, you know, I think triple down on the things that we feel are most important, because there's a lot of things that's been in our lives that we put high on a pedestal, and they're not important. So before I let you roll, you know, before I let you go, like Beyonce would say, before I let you, what I'm gonna say. So right now, you know, I don't know, you know, everybody, all the women, they kind of just rolled out of this hot girl summer, and you know, right now it's kind of a crazy time in the planet, and I'm like, you know, a lot of these dudes, it was like the hot girls versus the hot boys, and now it's like the dudes who are like got the blue collar jobs is the ones that's actually still bringing home the bag. You know, it's like to me, you know, I think the value of these like blue collar workers and just people that are just, you know, got their 9-to-5 thing going, kind of might be more appealing, you know, because I don't know, what do you think in the sense, because everybody that's out here making a quick money can't, it's slow money right now. It's slow for everybody, but I think the people that is so, do you think that because, you know, do you think women will be more going for guys that, you know, might just have like a regular 9-to-5, or they still want the flashy things more so?
Well, are you referring to now in quarantine?
Well, just, maybe you might, like definitely lean into those guys during the quarantine. Like, I'm sure, you know, some, you know, women probably have these guys that's in the friend zone, but they might be bringing them food and all that stuff. Like my boy Alan was talking about on his IG live, but he was like, you know, you might have a couple of dudes that's like on the friend zone that really want, you know, they like you, but you know, all right, cool, we just friends, You might lean into them a little bit more, and some of those guys might end up being like just regular dudes where they, you know, and they going to work every day. But, you know, the guy that is like more, I don't know, flashy, got the hot car, got all the stuff, but it's like kind of slowing down for him because he ain't, because he can't do the club promotions. He can't do whatever he was doing before, you know, as much. So I just think this might be the time. This might be the moment for that guy to step out the friend zone. Or this might be the guy. This might be the moment for that guy to kind of say, "Hey, man, I'm tired of this friend zone. What's up? You know, what we doing? We
right." I totally agree with you. And I think this is the time because, everything is so dead and like it's so limiting. This is the time that I feel people, especially women, are going to be able to see who's really for them, if that makes any sense. Like, meaning the example you just gave, if it's a guy in a friend zone, then maybe he's trying to come out, or like guy you don't really like, but he's showing everything on earth that, hey, like, I want to make sure you're okay. Women, someone in my life just said the same thing. Hey, babe, women love security, right? And I'm not even talking about money. Some women do, but I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about a mental state of security and safety. So like, oh my gosh, maybe a girl didn't like this specific guy, but like now that all this craziness is going on, like you said, maybe he's bringing her food or like checking in with her all the time, or like, wanting to make sure he spends quality time with her, like stuff like that is a huge turn on for women. So for us, I think when we come out of this, it's going to shift things around a bit, because it's like, okay, well, this person wanted to make sure that I was okay, that I was safe, that I was comfortable. Yeah. And like, I think to your point, it's going to open up a lot of doors for connections that maybe weren't there before.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. A man who doesn't say he's going. Oh, someone on my. So hey, Dina. Someone in my life just said, a man who doesn't say he's going to leave every time y'all fight.
He said,
I think that's
I don't get what that means.
What was that?
I didn't understand that what the person said.
Someone said she doesn't want a man who says he's going to leave every time they get into an argument.
You don't want a man that says he's going to lead?
Yeah, that says they're going to leave every time, like, you fight. You know how, like, you fight and there's things you say that you mean or don't mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, definitely, there's always this thing that people say, like, who's more in love with the person? And, usually when two people are in love, somebody's more in love, so the other person has, like, the person that's more in love with the person kind of has like a little bit of a advantage over the other person, because they could kind of be like, you know what, if things ain't going the way I need them to go, then I could dip whenever I need to. So that definitely could put people at, this head. And then, I definitely think that exists, but there's always this power struggle. There's always this dynamic between men and women, and a lot of times, should I say. And then, I just think that, like you said, there is a security factor. Like, I was at Costco, shout out to the man, Ron, if he's paying attention, but he was, we had like a long conversation. I was there like 5 a.m, and the homie Ron was, he's a garbage man. He's like, I'm a trash man. And he over here in front of the line, good job, good benefits, garbage dude, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's blue collar work, and at the same time, those jobs, he's essential personnel right now too, because, it's just one of those things where, growing up in probably a couple of generations back, women would be like, oh, I love a man in uniform, you know what I'm saying? And that kind of thing. And I'm like, you know what? I think that, times in these days, the uniform guys kind of might, 9-to-5 dudes might be appealing, because they're the consistency of the just like, all right, and you need health care, you need them good benefits, because right now in this planet, it's certain things that you don't need. The bottle service. Yes, bottle service is nice. Yes, pulling up into the front of the club in the nice car is great, but damn it, do you have health benefits? You know what I'm saying? Do you have a 401k? Do you have freaking rice? Toilet paper? No.
Yeah, no. That's totally agree.
This is a crazy time, you know what I'm saying? So this is like one of those times where people that have been, shout out to all the regular dudes that's just getting up, pulling themselves up by the bootstraps. I don't really like that term per se when it comes to like the black community, but literally if you got boots and you just pull them on one at a time and get up and go to work. Shout out to all the nurses, the people that's on the front lines. Shout out to DJ. He works as a firefighter, first responder, because people are getting coronavirus, but people are sick and doing in other ways too. They just got regular life happening. So, it's
1,000%. 1,000%. Like you said, they are our heroes. Like the nurses. I mean, just think about you having to wake up in the morning and you literally have to go to a hospital, clinic, whatever it is, to do your job, not knowing if you're going to return home, with whatever crap is going on right now. Yeah. Like it's just like, it's scary. It's a scary time, but they literally are our heroes because it's like if they didn't do it, who the heck would? We wouldn't, like firefighters, all the above, even grocery store clerks. Like I went grocery store shopping and like even seeing how much they're exposed to, it's sad. It's sad because they can't stay 6 feet away from everyone. They have customers coming in, every hour. And like we are able to, that's why I'm practicing like the whole social distancing so much. It's like, let's just stay home till this is over because we have the opportunity to. Not everyone does.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's a lot of professions that we took for granted. Like you said, the people at the store clerks, all the people that you just like, man, yeah, I'm glad I can stay home. But we got off to a late start, but we want to hear, the Quaruntine and Chill is going to be the vibes. We're going to keep it going, and we're going to keep talking to people and figure out what we're going to do. What's the first, so like, let me ask you this before I let you go. Like I said, what's the first thing you're going to do once this thing is like officially over? Like, what's one of the first things you're going to do?
I cannot wait to get back to work. Like, I just want to have like, that same week when all this is done, I want to have like 5 different shoots. Like I just want to create and like just create. Like I miss working. I can't do anything, and it's sickening.
The first thing I want to do is, I want to go on a trip. That's the first thing I can't wait to do is just go somewhere and, I don't know, just drive my family to like a location and just experience, like, I don't know, probably just go to my brother's house, and that's probably it's realistic now. I'm trying to be all like, ooh, do something cool. Actually, practically, the first thing I can't wait to do is just see my brother, take my kids, because my sons and my kids and their kids are like best friends. And just have them hang out with each other and watch a movie on some like regular stuff. That's probably the first thing I'm gonna do. Because this is just it's just too much to bear. Just being like secluded from your family so much. But the good thing is technology. That's the underlying blessing in this whole thing is that we see how much connection is important because we are going above and beyond through technology and to be able to connect with each other. And so that is the blessing that this technology exists because truthfully, when I was growing up, I grew up in Germany from 6 to 16, I grew up in Germany. So I can only call my family, collect. We would have to get phone cards. Phone cards would be like whatever, $30, $50 a minute or whatever it was. It was something crazy. So we only called each other when we could. And it's like limited time. It was crazy. And now you come back. I come back, and I mean, 20 years later, because I got back in 98. So it's like 20 years later, you could just connect with people in the click of a button around the world. I was talking to people in Romania just now off of social media. So this is something that I'm excited about to see what's next for what we have going in the world, because things are gonna keep progressing, and technology is gonna keep advancing. But I'm excited for what you have. So while I'm out here, just give us your socials, give us where people can find you about your beauty stuff. BeautyCon is, unfortunately, I think that's postponed. Maybe your products, it'll be good timing because you could get your products booming, and you'll be at the next BeautyCon. You know what I'm saying? So you'll have time you'll have time to glow up. So tell us where people can find you, and how people can invest in what you got going on and what you got coming up next.
Well, you guys can find me on my Instagram. If you don't know it yet, it's the numera una.
The THEE?
Yes, THE numera una.
Dope.
And I'll be posting more. If you just check out my Instagram stories, I'll be posting more about my business, about my products, about even things that I've had, done prior to all this lockdown stuff that is coming out. And I'm hoping that we all, just stay home and stay safe. And hopefully within the next few weeks, a month, all this is just a bad dream that happened. And, most important, I hope that everyone kind of comes out of it a better version of themselves. It's like you have to be home either way, whether you want to or not, right? Yeah. So because you have to home, at least make it productive, make it as good as it could possibly be towards your goals, towards whatever you may have going on. So, that's my message.
All right, beautiful message. And remember, you got that clarity. Don't forget about that clarity.
Clarity is my favorite word.
Hey.
You guys, if you don't have clarity towards your needs, towards your desires, towards your life and boundaries, you have nothing. You're just going through life with no clear goal towards what you need, right? Clarity is so crucial, I think, in business, in relationships, in anything. Clarity. What do you want? What don't you want? Yeah.
That's the word of the day. All right, I got to switch mics. But yeah, thank you so much for always, always holding us down and always wanting to pull up. I was going to say pull up on us, but you didn't pull up on us today. But you did the live for us. You pulled up on us on the live. But thanks again. I gotta switch mics. But yeah, peace out. Shout out to Una.
Bye guys. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, y'all. It's been real. Now I gotta put on my gloves. Y'all gotta hold on one second. I gotta put on my gloves right quick so I can switch. Detroit he cleaned the computer, but the only thing is I still want to put on my gloves. You know what I'm saying? So now that I got my gloves on, I can touch the computer. You know what I mean? Look, it's not a game. I gotta spray the mic right quick. It's a natural spray. I got this from Sage. All right. Okay. So, where are we at right now? Where are we at in this show, in this world? We about to sign off, y'all. It's been a crazy show. My man Detroit decided to just kind of do the dip, on me randomly because I was sitting here, can I hear this? I can't even hear the doggone. Can't hear the little back music in the backdrop no more. Here we go. We got a J Dilla beat we could throw on for the people while I give my soliloquy on the way out. Can't hear that. Can y'all hear this? Nope. No audio in the background. All right. Forget this audio. Um. All right, y'all. So look, I'm signing off. It's I gave y'all a solid 50 minutes. Dang, that felt like 10 hours I was on the doggone thing. I'm sitting here trying to just get through it just like the rest of us. That's all I can say. Give ourselves a sense of a kind of normalcy, you know, having this radio station and all that. Applause. Give myself applause if you can hear it. Let me know. See if we got any people in the chat. No chat comments. Got a couple people on my live stream. What I want to say before I go. I had a live going and I had some folks in from Romania, so I'm trying to get them a chance to say what's up before I dip. But essentially, you know, things has been blessed. I'll say, you know, I'm really present to just being blessed. That's what I say. Because there's so many different things going on in the world. You know, we're just on this spinning ball, y'all. We're just on this spinning ball. What up? My man is back. Straight out of Romania. Waved at me. You want me to go live? All right, I'm going to go live with you. Dang, man. I can't go with my finger. Let me see if this going to work. Let me see if my phone going to work with my gloves. Trying to go live with folks. Man, God bless. God bless. My hands ain't working. I took out my gloves so many times. My fingers ain't working on my phone. But all I say is it's been a blessing. I've been really present to being blessed in this situation. Because essentially I've been so blessed in this situation because my wife been able to work from home. Una, what up? You back? Huh? So you back? What's good? Look. I don't know either. It's so weird because now I got like 1,000 people on my Instagram live. But I'm giving my sign off right quick. Let me hit you right back. Hey, you lit though. I appreciate you. So yeah, I'm signing off. Look, y'all. It's been such a blessing. It's been real. Everybody, look. How are you? Oh man, like everybody that came to see Una. Una's not here no more, so I don't know what to tell y'all. But yeah, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing to be in this planet at this time, and I'm so grateful because truly working and trying to keep your sanity at a time like this is very, very important. You know what I'm saying? It's super crucial to try to it's super crucial to try to continue like to have a sense of normalcy. But the blessing in it all is that I have a family, that I have a wife and kids at home, that I have a home to go to, I have a yard, and I'm just so grateful for the things that I know are highly important. You know, this epidemic has hit us in so many different ways, but at the same time, it's kind of secretly like bringing us together. It's like the earth wanted to send a message or something. Like, be with your family right now. Spend time together. Play games. Do things that matter. Like, spending time with your family is the most important thing that you can do on the planet. Spending time being creative and doing things that bring you joy. Those things matter. And there's a look on everybody's face of worry. There's a look of fear. There's a look of anxiety. We all have it. And truly, I feel the same way. I feel the same energy, but at the same time, I'm able to kind of still keep going. But I have my moments where I'm like, this is crazy. This is too much. What's going to happen? But I'm like, at the end of the day, we're spending this time that we never would have had before with our friends and our closest family members, and doing things like Zooming all of your closest family members. Zoom is coming up in this time, big time. Distance learning is coming up. These things are super crucial, and it's just a blessing, and it's just a cool thing that I feel like everybody needs to do is reconnect to themselves, reconnect to them what they are wanting to do and accomplish in the world, and spend time figuring out things that make them happy, and also learning about their family and communicating and apologizing. You do something that makes another person mad that you're living in the house with, you eating too much, say sorry. Say, forgive me, please. Like, just dead it as soon as it happens, because you have to be in the house with that person for the next 24 hours, 72 hours, weeks, whatever that is, how many hours that is. So, look, let go of the little stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff, but truly connect with people, connect with your dreams, connect with what it is that you want to accomplish in this planet, because this thing is not, it's not meant to just be here playing games the whole time and playing 2K. But shout out to, I do play 2K and FIFA, but I'm not nice like that, but I dabble. But anyways, I still know that's a limit. I need to limit myself on those consoles, and I limit my son, because we need to use this time to get leapfrog somebody else, not get leapfrogged, but leapfrog another situation. Keep, figure out who. There's going to be people that come out of this that are going to be millionaires, or there's going to be people that come out of this that's going to have new business ventures, that are going to have new technologies and things of that nature, and scripts written, TV shows, sizzle reels, whatever, things that are going to come out of this, new albums, new whatever, new CD, music CDs to produce songs, whatever. Producers are going to come out with new packs, and they're going to be like, yo, I got that new pack, and then they're going to link with some artists, and they're going to have that couple hits. So all that to say is, look, I'm saying a lot. I'm saying all this to say it's a blessing. It's something that we all needed. It's something the planet clearly needed. And we need to do things that are going to continue to progress us as a people, as humanity. Because you notice that this ain't a black thing, a Chinese thing, a white thing, whatever. It's a humanity thing, and we in this together. So we need to really focus on those things and heal this planet, heal ourselves, and these scientists need to be making 10 times more than bankers. Whatever, we need to rework this whole societal kind of focus, because right now money ain't the magic potion in this situation. Money is a big thing, but money ain't the thing that's making this thing work. Science, technology, we need that. That's gonna get it. Signing off. Blessings, peace, and love.